Scally in Brookside.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
It's not just about you doing the bits. Brace yourself, Dixon.
Previously on Brookside.
Like films, music, I don't know.
So is that all it takes? Someone likes the same records as you jump into bed with them?
I didn't jump into bed with anyone. Will you stop making out I did?
Well, you were so keen to go, well, go!
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
Period of maximum activity, and well, probably next year. We will come
on, lad, bed.
Maximum solar activity.
Come on, you got a stiff neck there, up the stairs.
Oh, is that the time?
Yeah, it is. Now, come on, up you go.
Let's go round and see Rachel in bed.
No time and all.
It's not my fault.
You were giving her the elbow, if I recall rightly.
That's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, but you should have been around there every day trying to find out if your future was with her.
She's refusing to see me.
Michael, if you want her in your life, son, then you've got to stick with it.
Look, well, I'm going round there as soon as I've cleaned the backseat of my taxi. Someone chucked up all over there.
Disinfectant under there.
Dad, I've got a bad feeling about teenage, you know.
Why?
Putting my mum on the phone, she's never done that.
Now, look, don't go getting yourself all worked up.
I only wanted to have a word with my wife.
Better get round there then, hadn't you? Michael, what the who did that? Dirty. Listen, I'll finish that off. You go and get ready to see Rachel.
I am ready.
Oh, come on, lad, make an effort, will you? Go and get a shave.
Dad, I'm going there for a chat, to talk about Beth not winning back.
Oh, I see. So you don't want her back, like?
Yeah, of course I do. She doesn't want me.
Michael, women can stay narc for weeks, months sometimes, but they like to know that you want them. Really want them. Anyway, she's pregnant. The brains are supposed to shrink, aren't they? She mightn't be thinking straight. So come on, make a shape. Go and get a shower and a shave.
Dad, will you stop going on about me getting washed?
You need to look your best. Anyway, you've been here too long.
Oh, right, I'm getting under your feet, am I?
No, it's not like that, but... Well, Josh has been squeezing in with Bev, and to be honest with you, the lad is starting to get a little bit confused.
What?
Those psychologists, they ask how the kid is with the parents, and Bev said that when they asked Josh how he was getting on with his dad, he got all teary and said that he hated you. Now, that can't be right, can it?
Oh, come on, Dad, don't be laying this on me now.
Mike, you're a man, he's a lad. I've got to put his interests first.
OK, all right, just let me get me marriage sorted first, and then I'll move on to Josh.
Say hello to your daddy.
Hey, Beth.
She's only just woken up. We both have.
So, how are you OK?
Yeah, fine. You're early. Thought you'd still be sleeping.
I crashed out on the couch.
My back's killing me. Spent hours stuck on the bus coming back from my mum's with roadworks.
You should have got the train.
Too expensive. Right, well, give me a minute. I'll get dressed and then we can have a chat.
Yeah. I'll leave this one a story. Got some chockies here for you, babe.
Oh, come on. Come on, darling. She'll be fine in a minute.
Can we do more stuff on me then today, Grandad?
Yeah, when I finish this, son, OK?
Grandad,
Yeah?
you ever had sexually transmitted disease?
Ow!
You okay?
Yeah.
Well, have you?
No, I haven't.
Or has me mum ever had it?
No, she hasn't. Why are you asking me this?
I was just a sticker in the toilet when you and me were in town. Have you got sexually transmitted disease? If so...
Yeah, well, you see a lot of things in gents' toilets, son, and most of it we don't talk about.
Why?
Because...
Have I ever had it?
No, you haven't, and you won't get it either.
Why?
Because, well, it's something that grown-ups get, or kids in the teens.
So I'll get it when I'm 13?
Believe me, Josh, you've got nothing to worry about.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking of you and me mum.
Why?
Oh, it's just... If me mum ever gets it, there's a women's clinic on Mondays and Wednesdays. And if you ever get it, you're to go on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Go and play me then.
I've put her back to bed. She's still whacked from the trip.
Right.
Do you want a coffee, tea, anything?
Yeah. Can we have this chat, though?
Yeah.
Look, I've been doing loads of thinking, obviously, and, well, I talked to my dad about stuff, and, well, the thing is, and these are my words and not his, we're bringing up a kid, and we've got another on the way, and it's all wrong.
Mike, I spoke to my mum while I was in Bristol. We did loads of talking, and I reckon it's best if we split up.
No,
Like get a
hang on, Rich,
divorce.
you didn't even let me finish. I know I was in the wrong, but what I reckon we should do
It
is...
doesn't matter. None of what you say does now. I've already spoken to a solicitor and I've made an appointment for tomorrow.
What?
It's for the best.
No, Rachel, cancel it.
I can't.
Of course you can.
Well then, I don't want to.
You doing me den up?
Ah, bit of varnish, protected from the elements.
Love my den, you know. Sometimes I wish I had a proper dad who could come and live with me.
Listen, Josh, I know that things have been a little bit iffy between you and your dad lately, but once he gets things sorted out with Rachel, he'll be spending a lot more time with you.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
You never see him smile anymore, you know. I think he knows I said I hate him.
Hey, you listen to me. He loves you. And the good news is that he's gone down to see Rachel and make things up with her so they're going to be friends again. All you've got to do is get on well with him.
You don't?
Come on, let's get this painted.
On what grounds?
I'm talking about it to my solicitor.
You see, there are no grounds, Rich. These lawyers, they're all the same. They'll make something out of nothing.
She doesn't have to make something out of nothing. You spent the night with that Jan.
Yeah, and I told you nothing happened.
So you say.
Rachel, look, on Beth's life, nothing happened.
Don't you dare swear anything on her life.
I'm trying to prove something to you here.
Yeah, well, don't bother.
Look, you're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable. You spent the night with another woman. Whether you did anything or not is up to the court to decide. But you spent time with her because you enjoyed her company more than mine. How do you think that makes me feel?
My head was all over the place.
Yeah, and so was mine, wondering where you were. And then when I did find out, you started your sad tale of how you were leaving me because I'm a bit dim.
Rich.
Don't, Mike, please. I know that's what you think of me.
Look, it's not like that.
I don't know about films. I don't know about your music. I'm just trying to be a mum who looks after your kid while you work. And I know you graft hard for us, but it hurts me when you don't appreciate me. And then when you spend the night talking.
Rachel, I've said I'm sorry about all that.
I don't know. I mean, I might have been able to understand if you did sleep with that woman. Because I'm having a baby and you might have got a bit needy. But when I've had the baby and I'm back to normal, you might have fancied me again, but you know what?
It had nothing to do with...
And that's where the big problem is. Because no matter what happens to me physically, I can't change what I am up here. So you'll still be left with plain old dim Rachel. You'll have to see yourself out.
Rich, please.
No, Mike. It's the end of it. I can't even cry anymore. I've resigned myself to being a single mum. I'm going to bring up Beth and this new one on my own. The divorce is happening, so you better get used to it.
Uh-oh, that bad?
Wes, she wants a divorce.
On what grounds?
Who knows?
Michael, you didn't give that Jan-Murray one, did you, son?
Dad, I've told you, I never laid a finger on her.
You never got the chance.
Whose side are you on?
But she's got another little one on the way. Why would she want a divorce?
She's already seen a solicitor.
Oh, well, you better get your checkbook out.
You know what? I said I was sorry to her, but
She must be going for unreasonable behaviour.
she's the one being unreasonable.
And of course you'll have told a brief all about you and Jan Murray, so before you know it, it's going to be all about adultery.
Nothing happened.
There's only one thing for it, you know. You're going to have to get Jan Murray to go and talk to Rachel and tell her that nothing happened. And then maybe, just maybe, that might stop divorce proceedings.
Dad's not going to talk to Rachel.
Michael, this is no time to be negative, son. If you want to save your marriage, anything is worth a shot.
What are you doing here?
Jan, I need your help.
I've got the kids in.
Look, I don't want to come in. It's Rachel. She's seen a solicitor.
I thought that's what you wanted.
No, I want her back. She's my wife.
What about all that stuff you said about her? I mean, has all that changed?
Jan, will you come and talk to her?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Please.
About what?
Us. Well, the fact that there was no us.
If you'd have had your way, we'd be sailing off into the sunset right now.
Jan, I wasn't thinking straight, and that's nothing against you. I just want her back.
Well, me talking to her will only inflame things.
This is my last chance. Please, come and talk to her. Tell her that nothing happened between us.
What do you want?
I've come for a chat.
What about?
Can I come in?
What's it about?
Your husband, Mike.
Soon to be ex-husband.
Look, I'm not here for an argument. Maybe Mike's making a big mistake, but he asked me to come and tell you about the other week. The B&B.
Well?
Look, I know it's really hard for you to take my word for it, but really, nothing did happen between us.
Is that it? You could have told me that at the front door.
All we did was talk.
Yeah, he said.
But you don't believe us, do you?
It doesn't matter what I believe. You're just worried in case you get involved in some adultery stuff in the divorce, aren't you?
Mike asked me to come here.
So you don't care if your name's on the divorce petition? Your husband know all about this, does he? Didn't you talk to him about it?
This isn't about me.
Also, Mike just turned up at yours and said, get round here to save his marriage.
As good as, yeah.
I don't know you, but for some reason I don't trust you.
Then I'm wasting my time then, aren't I?
Afraid so. Listen, before you do go, just tell me, out of interest, why did Mike kick me and Beth out the car? What had he been talking about?
Maybe that's something you should ask him. But you know, sometimes it doesn't pay to delve too far.
You're hiding something.
Listen, whatever you think, he does love you. And I know it's got nothing to do with me, but it's always easier bringing children up when there's two of you.
That why you walked out on your family, is it?
I'm not making any judgments on your life, so please don't do so on mine. We've all done foolish things. Mike may have done some, but he's no adulterer. Take care.
How did it go?
I'm not sure.
Well, what did she say? Did she believe you?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Jan, this is me life here.
I tried, but she's still hurting. She thought that I'd only come along so I don't get cited in the divorce for adultery.
And what did you say to make her think that?
It's not what I said, it's what you did. You left her, don't forget.
So it was a waste of time, then?
You can try. Why did you put her and Beth out of the car?
I don't even want to go there.
You've got a big job on your hands.
Doesn't sound like it's worth bothering to me.
I did detect a bit of her ice melting.
So we might have a chance, then. Rach, come on.
Just go away, there's no point.
Look, I'll stand here all today and all tomorrow if I have to.
Mike, just go away!
Just let me have me say, and then I'll never bother you again.
Honestly.
Oh, my life. I've been dead selfish. I never fully realised that before, but... Well, sometimes things like this make you take a good look at yourself. And I suppose I wasn't really that keen on what I saw. You know, all the time I've been looking at this marriage and what it meant to me and what I was getting out of it. And I never really thought about what it meant to you and what you were getting out of it, because as far as I was concerned, you were just here, bringing up Beth and running a home for us. And you always looked like you'd enjoyed it.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. But, Rachel, what it all meant, watching you here, being a housewife, is that maybe I didn't really appreciate you.
You didn't.
And you know, when I lost my head and drove off, I wasn't looking for another woman in my life. I was just trying to work out what I really wanted.
And you luckily found it in January.
No, I just found someone I could have a chat with. But that's not enough. You know, with you freezing me out these past few weeks, it's given me time to think. Rachel, I underestimated you. I didn't think you'd be strong enough to think you could bring up 2 kids on your own. And I respect you for that.
You might respect me. You still don't think I'm bright enough for you.
Rachel, I'm the dim one. You're 10 times sharper than me. It's you who should be at college. You know, you've got just as much to give as me. In fact, you'd probably be more successful. You see, I couldn't see what was staring me in the face. brilliant wife and a mother. I didn't need to run off to find out what I really wanted. It's been here all along. I understand if you can't forgive me, but please, Rachel, give me this last chance.
I don't know whether I can.
Rachel, I don't want you to push me out and make me stand on the edges of your life and watch you bring up our 2 kids. I know you're strong enough for that, but I'm the dad. And I still want to be your husband, and I want us to bring up our kids together.
Things have got to be different, Mike. I want to know what's on your mind. You've got to trust me. I can help you, you know. I mean, I went through so much as a kid, and with Sinbad's help, I got through it. If you've got problems, then maybe I can help you.
So does that mean yeah?
Oh, I don't know.
Rachel, please, me and you need to be together.
I don't know if things will be any different from before, though.
Will you just... you give me a chance to prove it? Did you say yes? You would have done me big time then.
I nearly did. Skin of your teeth there, Dixon.
You know what? I won't let you down. I love you, you know.
Come on. You better go and get your stuff from your dad's. Oh, it's kicking again.
I think you'd miss me.
Since when did he become a he? Go on. You go and I'll cook us something nice.
Rachel, I really, really love you.
Have you got a problem with wind?
No.
You'll never believe this, Grandad. Right, there's this woman, and she goes out with a fella, and they had salmon and croûte and chocolate fudge cake. And her gut was making such a noise that he says she can't go to any of his works parties, weddings or funerals or anywhere where the loudness of her bowel noises may cause social embarrassment.
Can't you just read the Beano?
So, 5 ways to cope with wind.
Josh, I'm trying to work here, son.
It could be irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and it can happen to anyone, Grandad, so healthy, balanced diet. 2, boost your fibre intake. This will increase the bulk of your...
Josh, enough already. Now go and play.
You come out with me?
Yeah, when I finish these books, okay?
Oh, great. Oh, aye, what's cystitis?
That's your mother's health magazine. Ask her. Now go on, out.
Guess who's got his wife back?
That Jan Murray won't work some magic then.
I'm not sure. I just let Rachel know how much we needed each other, like.
You're a lucky lad, you know. If that solicitor would have had a chance to get a clause in, you'd have had a fight on your hands to talk around. It'd have been easier to get your kids back off a social worker.
I'm just going to go and take my gear back over there.
Listen, son, I know you're going round there with a new mind on things, but do yourself a favour, eh? Get a shave. You know, try and charm the woman. They need this. Oh, and a little gift would help. Trust me, I know about these things. Some fellas think that a shower twice a week is enough, but you've got to balance things a bit between the natural turn-on of the hormone smells that you give off and B.O. There's a trend for putting cream on your face. Forget it. They'll only think you're a Nancy boy. And never, ever overdo the aftershave. And toenails. Nothing turns a woman off more than toenails that look like eagle's talons. Even wives don't like that.
Happy days.
I know I had problems with your mother, but I don't think that was anything to do with personal hygiene. And Bev, well, she was different, wasn't she? Mind you, Reggie's a different breed altogether. And Anthea, she was... Well, all right, I know on the face of it, it could seem like my
Dad,
advice on old man to women might...
It's okay. It's good advice, and I'll bear it in mind. Thanks for letting me stay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, next time you're here, I want it to be with your wife and kid. You've had a near miss, Michael. You know that, don't you, Nate? So you want to count your blessings. And give Rachel and Beth a kiss from me, OK?
Yeah, will do. See you later, Dad.
And hey, Josh, you're going to have to start and build some proper bridges there as well. Ta-ra. Kids.
Happy, are you? You haven't paid the loan company, have you? 4 months behind.
I was trying to negotiate with them.
Well, you should have tried to negotiate with the bailiffs because they were very efficient. Oh, and pleasant. But then I suppose they have to be when they're dealing with dim wives who don't know what's going on.
I can explain.
Why did I know you were going to say that? And why was I stupid enough to think that you meant to when you said things were going to be different? I've had the embarrassment of standing here while our life was taken out and shoved in a van. Oh, but they were nice. They left the baby's cot and a pushchair. You know what, Mike? You're a star. I knew that when I married you. But what I didn't realise is you turned out to be such a pillock. Why did you do it?
Look, I can talk to these people.
Well, can you talk to the mortgage company as well? 5 months, no mortgage paid. Where's the money, Mike?
Rachel, I can explain.
Can you? You're going to explain it to Beth? Just get out and leave your thick wife alone.
I want to put the past behind us. I was thinking we could learn together, you know. I didn't want you feeling...
You brought me an encyclopedia as a peace offering.
Yeah, but that's just one thing. I mean, this is the prospectus for college. I was thinking education.
You bring me an encyclopedia? Mr. Insensitive or what?
Rach.
Will you just get out? And thanks for the mortgage cock-up. Great surprise.
Hang on a minute. When you messed up with the loans, I didn't kick off on you, did you? I forgive you.
Mike! They're going to repossess the house. Will you just get out?
Don't
I'm
start
sick
me.
of your lies. I
Don't
can't
start
stop looking at you.
Rachel.
No, I should kill you for what you've done to me. I'm going to be out on the street with a new baby on the way. So just get out. You're going to hit me.
No, I wasn't. That was just a reaction.
I never thought I'd see you hit me.
Rachel, I wouldn't have hit you.
Mike? Mike?
What?
Here you go. So come on then, what happened?
I didn't fancy doing a full shift on the taxis.
Yeah, I know that when you woke me up at 3 o'clock this morning when you come in, but what happened between you and Rachel?
It's definitely all over.
Well, how come I thought that John Murray worked some kind of miracle?
Well, that was until I hadn't paid some bills and the bailiffs had been round.
So what's new, like?
I messed up. Didn't pay the mortgage either.
Oh, and don't tell me, she doesn't want to see you again, I suppose.
Dad, I don't want to do this now.
When you've got bills, pay them. How many times have I got to tell you?
Getting up.
For?
Do you fancy playing in me then?
Oh, Josh, I've had a busy night on the taxis. I'm not lying.
Dad,
What?
do you love me?
Yeah.
Then will you get up and play with me?
Later.
Can you say, I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's son 5 times without stopping?
Josh, will you give it a rest?
Bet you if I was Beth, you'd play with me.
Hey, Josh. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just a bit tired, that's all.
No, you're not. My mum says you're in the knock because Rachel's binned you off.
Well, yeah, that's a bit of the truth. Look, I am really sorry, you know.
I don't like you being sad, but it's nice having my own dad. And you should play with me, really, because my granddad gets a bit knackered.
Look, I'll play with you later, mate, OK?
All right, yeah.
Josh and his den?
No. No, he's upstairs reading some of my books. He's bored stiff, the lad.
Bev should do stuff with him.
Yeah, well, she's taking him for a pair of trainers later. Then I've got to entertain him while she goes into work.
Well, I'll try and take him out. Listen, Dad, I was thinking about going to see Rachel.
Michael, I don't want to get in your case, son, but I've got to say... forget it. It's like water off a duck's back.
Look, I know it's screwed up, but...
See her and talk, and then keep talking.
I was thinking of letting her cool down a bit first.
Will you just get round there?
You never seen her the other day. She was like a mad woman. What?
Your house could be getting repossessed. It's lucky that you haven't been found floating in the Mersey. Now, look, Michael, I hold my tongue on these things, but...
Dad, tell me.
Well, I'm a dad, aren't I? I'm used to pushing and cajoling and supporting. That's what I do. That's my job, and I'll always be there for that. Blood's thicker than water.
And?
But wives and partners, you know, they don't always stand for the three-card trick.
Well, every marriage has its problems, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know that, but you can only push things so far. Now, Rachel's a good kid, big-hearted, but... Well, you've really put her in a bad position over this house, you know.
I know, we're both useless with money.
Then you've got to learn, haven't you, eh? She nicks money for the mortgage, and then you take over, and it gets even worse.
I know.
I don't know. One kid already, another one on the way. Michael, you've really got to learn something.
I know, Dad, I'm useless.
Then make a mark in the sand now. Let today be the start of the new you.
One for you. 2 for you.
Thank you.
And, oh, yeah, save this about the allotment.
Allotment?
Yeah, I saw this thing in the paper about an allotment, and I want to invent my own rose by next year's Mother's Day. You've said I'm too young.
Well, you can breed your own roses here, can't you?
Yeah, but I want loads, though. Can't you get the allotment for me?
Oh, are you? Where am I going to get the time for all that?
Well, the could, like, belong to you, but I'd run it.
Yeah, well, we'll see, eh?
No. And that means no.
Well, that's it, then.
What?
Off Rachel's solicitor. The first proceedings have started.
Better get yourself a brief, then.
No, I'm not lying down yet. Like you said, today is the start of the new me.
Hey, Dad, we have a picnic in me den together.
Yeah, I've just got to go and do something first, okay, mate?
It wouldn't end up happening.
Did you promise him?
I never used that word.
You don't have to. Yes means yes to a kid.
All right, Dad, okay, spare me the lecture. Saving me marriage is important, you know.
Yeah, okay. Best of luck.
Listen, Dad, will you come with me?
Why?
Well, it went off the other day and I lost my temper.
Went off?
Yeah, she shouted. I shouted louder and, well, you know about these things. Will you come?
Look, phone her first, eh? See how she feels about you visiting.
She's still got a voicemail on. Oh, come on, Dad. Just come and be a peacemaker.
I've got Josh.
Yeah, well, he can sit in the car while we talk to Rachel. I don't want him hearing all that stuff. Please. She's gone.
No cereal today, then?
Hello, Mandy. It's Mike. Is Rachel with you? Well, do you know where she is? What do you mean you can't tell me? I'm her husband. She's got me child with her. Mandy, please. What? Abusive? What if she... What's she been telling you? Mandy, hang on.
What's she saying?
She knows what it's like because she left an abusive husband.
Abusive? You haven't been hitting her, have you?
You haven't laid a finger on her. She runs that woman's refuge, don't she? So as far as she's concerned, raising your voice is domestic violence.
So where's Rachel and Beth now, then?
I don't know, but I've got a right to know. She can't just take me kid away like that.
All right, Mike, all right. Let's just look at this logically, shall we?
She'll pass the message on. I've got rights, you know.
Michael, will you calm down, please?
I was doing me best. OK, I'm useless with money, but I was doing me best.
I know, son, but you got to move on.
Oh, she's got me down in that refuge, isn't she? What are people going to think of me?
Michael, you're just assuming things now. Let's take this one step at a time. If you have had a letter off their solicitor, it unfortunately means that things have started to move. So now you've got to get a solicitor.
I don't want to get a solicitor, Dad. I don't want to get divorced.
OK, Mike, OK. Maybe you can go down to the Marriage Guidance Council or whatever and get it called off. But in the meantime, you've got to start the ball rolling. You've got to get a solicitor. He'll find out where Rachel is and fix up your access to see Beth.
What a mess.
Come on, lad. Let's go and get you that brief.
She'll be in Bristol. I know she is.
What's happening?
Going to Bristol.
You don't even know if she's there.
She will be, and I've got to see her.
Michael, think about this, son.
I have done.
Look, do you really think that you're going to get into a woman's refuge to see your wife who might have told her mother that you've been abusive to her?
Dad, this is about the truth. Rachel knows I never hurt her, and I wouldn't do.
Yeah, well, the wires have got crossed somewhere.
Yeah, I'll go there, I'll talk to her, and like you said, women like to know that they're really, really cared about. And travelling 150 miles for a chap proves something, doesn't it?
I'm against this.
Yeah, well, I'm going. Hello? Rachel, where are you? Why did you leave? Look, well, I'm coming down to Bristol to see you, OK? Well, where are you then? Rachel, where are you? We'll meet you where? So you're still in Liverpool? She's still in Liverpool and she wants me to meet her.
Do you want me to smooth the way?
No. I've got to do this on my own. You look well.
I've been waiting long.
10 minutes. Didn't want you waiting. You look lovely, babe. You keep them well.
I had to change GP.
Why?
Well, the other practice said I was too far away.
Where'd you move to?
You don't need to know.
And why did you move?
Because I wanted to be head of the mortgage company repossessing the house.
Rachel, you wouldn't have done that.
Well, I haven't come here to go over that again. You called, so I presumed you wanted something.
Well, I know you're not going to give me an address.
Good guess.
Where have you moved? You moved to a flat, a house?
Flat.
Private?
Council.
And how did you get it?
Easy. I'm homeless with a child and another on the way.
Is it nice?
I'll do for now.
Well, you got to Bristol.
Too far.
From me.
Mars won't be far away enough at the moment.
When did you leave the house?
First thing.
With no help?
Yeah, the cabbie was very helpful.
Yeah, well, I like that. What about the bed and the cot?
Council helped.
It all worked out, didn't you?
Well, I had to. I'm a single mum.
Rachel, this is all wrong.
This is our future, unfortunately. And you were in charge of that. Has my solicitor been in touch?
Yeah.
Have you got yours yet?
No.
Well, it's best if you do.
Why? Because of all this stuff about access to Beth?
Yeah, on the new baby. Oh, and there's going to be some business about money.
And what about it?
Well, I know we ain't got much between us, but my solicitor says that I'll be due something. And then there's the CSA to consider.
And what have they got to do with anything?
2 kids. The social don't want to pay, they can get something off you.
Rachel, I'll give you money.
My solicitor says everything's got to be done officially.
Oh, I don't even want to be getting divorced.
Mike, if you start that, then I will walk away.
Okay, so I get a solicitor.
Good.
And what about Beth? What about access to her? I want to see her. I want to see her this week.
That's fine.
How can I do that when I don't even know where you are?
Well, we'll meet somewhere neutral, or I'll bring it to your dad's.
I don't want to be a beggar bar, Dad.
Anyone home?
Come up.
I brought you some biscuits and some pop.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, you're serious about these roses, aren't you?
Gonna call it Bloomin' Beverly.
Flaming Beverly would be better.
It's only an experiment for now, but
Not much sugar in it.
no tar.
I know.
Should be doing this with my dad.
And do you want to know something? I bet he wishes he was doing it with you.
Honest.
Yeah. It's just that he's busy, mate, that's all.
With his other family.
Hey, we're all one big family here, remember?
You don't know what it's like. When the kids start to come up to school and see the work, my dad never even walked me to school.
Yeah, but that's just his job getting in the way, Josh. Some morons he's getting in as you're going out.
Mark Nolan's dad works on the oil rigs and he still takes him to school.
Must be a good swimmer. Tell you what, I'll have a word with you, Dad.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Hey, yes, it does. If it's important to you, then it's important enough for me to fix it.
I don't think he wants me, you know.
Of course he does. Well, come on. Let's get some of this pop, eh?
Yeah, mate.
You followed me?
Making out I'm some sort of stalker.
Yeah, well, that's what you've done. Just go away, Mike, because I'll phone the police.
Rachel, this is me. I've never laid a hand on a woman in my life.
And who knows when you might start.
Treat me like some sort of wife beater. I'm not your dad. And I'd never hurt you, okay? Where's the wallpaper hanging off?
I didn't like it, so I decided to decorate.
Rachel, you can't decorate.
I'm learning.
You're 7 months pregnant.
I'll manage.
How can you put people in places like this?
Well, Kathy says it's just an emergency stopgap. And as soon as I find something better, then...
Who's Kathy?
My social worker.
Well, you got a social worker.
I declared myself homeless, so they assigned me to her, and she's been great. Dead understanding.
Rachel, there's no need for all this.
Mike, I'm on my own. And she's sorted out my benefit application, my crisis loan, the lot. Anyway, it's my business.
Yeah, but I want to make it mine. I'm going to work me nuts off and get us a flat 10 times better than this.
Mike, I'm so tired of this. You can see Beth and the new baby. I won't be mean to you about that. But just accept it. It's over.
All he wants is you to pay him a little bit more attention, that's all.
I've got Rachel on the way around with Beth. I don't want to get into anything with him.
He needs you, you know.
What you up to, mate?
Roses.
Doing what with them?
Still trying to invent one for me mum.
Bloomin' Beverly, innit, mate?
No, I've changed it to Madame Beverly. It sounds better. Do you want me to tell you what I'm doing?
You trying something?
No.
You sure?
Yeah? Do you want me to tell you now?
Yeah, go ahead then.
I'm just repotting the understock because the other pot was too small. So I'm just cutting scions off it and then I'm grafting it onto the understock. And then if it grows, I'll have a totally new rose, Madame Beverly.
And are these off a rose bush?
Yeah, we call them shrubs. And the reason I'm doing them is because climbing roses take a lot more looking after. So while my granddad's sorting out the allotment, I'll just do these.
I wouldn't bank too much on that if I were you. I've got a bad back, you know.
It's all right, me and my dad will do it, won't we?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, and I've got to train them, prune them and tie them up.
You sure you haven't got something on your shoe?
Yeah. Oh, and I've got to look out for black spot and white fly. And before I forget...
Ah, what's that?
Horse manure.
Where'd you get that?
Horses.
We know that. But you don't bring horse manure into the house.
Me mum's rose.
I know that, but this is the kitchen, Josh.
Say hello to Daddy, Beth.
Josh, can you do us a favour, mate? Take Beth upstairs for us.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Do you want to come and do some drawing, Beth?
Here you go.
How are Nicky and Sammy?
I saw Sammy before. She never mentioned it.
I suppose you don't feel the need to tell you everything.
Right, okay, I'll go make sure they're okay.
What's it all about then, love?
Me and Mike.
It doesn't have to be like this.
I didn't want it to be.
Well, put the brakes on it then.
Too late.
Rach, it's never too late, love.
I gave him loads of chances.
Yeah, well, that's what marriage is all about, isn't it? Giving each other loads of chances.
Until you've had enough.
You've only done 3 years together.
And it would have been longer. It was just one of those things where he
Go on, love. I won't take sides.
lost respect for me.
He told you that, did he?
Well, actions speak louder than words, don't they?
Yeah, but it's easy to get your wires crossed, love, when the person doesn't say things outright.
Well, maybe men need things spelling out from. But this was as clear as the nose on my face.
Yeah, but we all say and do things that we regret, don't we?
Well, I won't regret this. It's not going to be easy, but I can't turn back now. Phew, smelled a bit funny.
That's horse muck. Got it from the back of the riding school. Could name a rose after you and me dad if you want.
Nah, I don't think either of us would want that.
Why?
Because we're not going to be together anymore.
Why?
Well, because sometimes people, they just stop loving each other.
Why?
Oh, Josh, I've had a really stressful day and don't you dare ask why.
Why? I think it's dead sad the way my mum and dad split up years ago and now you're splitting up with him. It just means loads of little kids without a dad.
Well, sometimes it happens, though. And mums and dads shouldn't stay together if they don't love each other.
She don't love me, Dad.
We're getting divorced.
I heard him crying the other night, you know. I bet it was about you.
Did you?
Reg, she's just having a laugh and that with me dad, so if you want to get off.
OK. I look forward to seeing how your rose grows.
It'll be brilliant.
Right, see ya.
Rach, you're my stepmum and you're divorced from me dad. Does that mean you're divorced from me as well?
Nah, don't work like that. Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice night.
Any problems, give me a ring.
I can handle it. I am a dad.
See you in the morning.
Make sure you get all the manure out your fingernails. When you wake up tomorrow, they'll be about 10 foot long.
You think you'll ever get married again?
Well, this one isn't over yet, mate.
Do you think you might not get divorced?
Lots of things can happen.
You know, if you and Rachel get back together,
Yeah.
do you reckon,
What?
do
No, go ahead.
you reckon we could all live in the same house one day?
Well, that'd be great, but I don't think it'd work.
Can I come and stay with you and Rachel then?
See, the thing is, Josh, me and Rachel are living in different houses and, well, she doesn't want to know me at the moment.
Do you think you'll ever be like me real dad?
What do you mean?
You know, like, even if we're not living in the same house, will you still take me to matching stuff?
Try my best.
Hope you don't get divorced then.
Aye, son, something wrong?
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd get up and make myself useful.
Oh, well, there's a bit of ironing you can do over there as well, if you like.
It's all the line of slave labour. Fancy some bacon and eggs?
Ooh, I'd love to.
The bacon's grilled.
Ah, go on. Bacon butty should be all right, shouldn't it? You seem a bit chirpier this morning.
Well, I made a deal with myself not to keep on to Rachel about getting back together.
Yeah, but she seems pretty much resigned to ending it all, doesn't she?
Yeah. It's a bit weird, though, you know, Dad. Beth keeping her ours, and Mum out on the town.
Yeah, well, if you're going to split, I'm afraid that's the way it's going to be from now on.
Fancy one this is way of life.
You're the one I wanted to leave, you know.
How you sad are you on?
Beth's and the new grandchild's, actually. It's sad it's turned out like this, but, well, things changed, haven't they?
I bet you she was already looking for a new fella last night.
Oh, give over, will you? She's going to have a kid in a couple of months.
How can things cave in so quickly?
You know, when we get back, will you take us to the park for a game of footy?
Yeah, why not?
Yes, I'll get my kit out. I'll wear the Brazil one.
Do you know what? I'll wear my Everton one. I still reckon I can bust that wing on the other side. What do you reckon?
I'm sure you're out to curl a free kick into the top corner.
Hey, you could teach a few of them Liverpool players to do some tricks like that.
Premiership size this season, defo.
Well, looks like you made somebody happy.
Yeah, so they're taking the park.
Good on you. You won't let them down, will you?
It's the new me. I say, I do. I'll get Beth.
Beth all right for you?
Yeah, good as gold. Me and Josh had a good time together. Have a good night?
Yeah.
Is it late?
2 o'clock, I didn't feel great.
You just weren't used to the drink.
I had one and the rest was fruit juice.
Yeah, did you do any dancing?
No, just talking.
Did Sammy cop off? She usually does.
It was a girly night.
Did you meet anyone?
You mean men? Yeah. I was knocking them back like a film star. Could have copped off loads of times.
Okay, I was only asking.
We just talked and had a laugh. Oh, I don't feel good, you know.
Probably that smoky atmosphere.
I know you don't approve of me going out.
Got nothing to do with me now, has it?
No. I'm starting to feel sick.
Are you sure you only had one?
This isn't a hangover, it's something else.
Like what?
I don't know. My head's banging and I feel funny, different.
What time does your surgery close? I'll run you there.
It's appointments only.
What kind of a stupid system's that?
Can you just get me a glass of water, please? Something wrong, Mike?
What with the baby?
I don't know. I wasn't like this with Beth, though. I think you better phone a doctor.
No way, this is serious. I'm phoning an ambulance.
No, it's okay.
Look, we're not taking any chances on you or the baby. Yeah, hello? Yeah, I need an ambulance. Thanks for coming, Pops.
Did they know what's wrong yet?
No, not yet.
How is she?
Well, she's settling down, the headache's gone and...
Wasn't the ale from the night out, was it?
No, she said she only had one.
Ah, but they all say that.
I believe her.
Aye, all right.
She's not well, you know.
Is your dad okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Have I ruined his day?
Well, your family... No, he's okay.
I wish they'd hurry up.
Rachel, everything's gonna be okay.
Only the scan can tell us that.
Well, it didn't seem too concerned.
No, it's not their baby, is it?
Look, there was no bleeding, was there?
No, but my blood pressure's high. And you heard them. They said they got to keep a close eye on me.
Which is why they've admitted you. No, I'm not gonna go anywhere until I'm rock solid certain that you're okay.
Where am I supposed to get 500 notes from?
Come on, you must have got a few bob for that other business.
What other business?
You know, Di snuffing it.
The money I got from Di snuffing it, as you so delicately put it, is the insurance and is well accounted for, if it ever comes through.
So what about when you were locked up in that cupboard?
You mean when they thought it was a paedophile?
Yeah. It's got to be worth something to you. Think about it. You're alone in the dark, you're gagged and bound, thinking your world's coming to an end, not even knowing whether you're going to see your kids again. There's got to be a couple of grand in that.
Have you ever thought of counselling as a career move?
I'm only asking.
Yeah, well, look, it's an awful lot of money. You're not exactly Speedy Gonzales at paying it back.
Hey, that's libel.
No, it should be slander, but unfortunately it's not.
When was the last time I didn't pay you back what I owed?
A month ago, 40 quid.
I gave you that back.
No, you never.
I've got you there, see, because I came round here the following Friday.
And gave me a fiver.
Yeah, well, it's a start.
And then you stayed for your tea and had to borrow a tenner on your way out.
Oh, yeah. Well, my heart's in the right place.
Come on, let's get this done.
300 then.
Are you deaf?
Come on, you're my favourite brother. Who else am I going to ask?
I'm your only brother.
Don't split hairs.
Look, I haven't got it. But if I did, I might be more inclined to lend it to you if I knew what it was for.
You know, it doesn't matter now.
Christy, what do you want the money for? You know, there's some kind of lumber, are you? Some big debt.
No, it's nothing like that.
So what then?
Now you laugh.
You having a vasectomy?
No one's put a knife in my tooth for a bob.
So?
Going on a stag night next weekend. And so are you.
And we need 300 notes.
No, I need that for after.
Hang on, whose stag night is it? You're joking. You're getting married?
Yep.
Wish they'd get a move on.
Rachel, everything's okay.
All the results aren't back from the laboratory yet, though.
Look, you're making me nervous now. These midwives are sound about things, and they're probably just hedging the bets till they're certain.
I could do with the toilet. We asked the nurse to come back in.
Sure. Don't go getting out on your own.
Yes, sir. Sometime today would be nice.
Whatever you want, Dad.
No, I'll hang around a bit longer. Anyway, she seems all right for the minute. What's the news on Rachel?
Well, I don't like the sound of it.
Why?
Well, her blood pressure's a little bit high, and they found something in her urine.
What?
Protein.
Which means?
Which means it could have something to do with her kidneys, but they're not going to know until they've got all the results in.
So, what exactly are they worried about?
Well, he started asking if there's any family history on a load of diseases.
Yeah, but they always do that.
Yeah, but he seemed pretty interested in a couple.
What are they?
Mr. Dixon, can I see you a minute, please?
I designed myself to you being footloose and fancy free. Hey, she's not, is she?
What?
We haven't got her up the duff, have you?
I would never been unless I was married. I've got standards.
Well, come on then, why?
I just felt like it.
You were ticking along nicely without a ring on your finger. I thought you'd have held out for years.
Yeah, but, you know, you get into situations, don't you?
What situations?
Well, you know, like get engaged and then...
And your fiancé wants to get married.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel different about all that now.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know, maybe I'm at the settling down stage.
Oh, I see. You mean you think you're over the hill, so you want to settle down?
Look, Leanne's dead happy with me, and I, you know, yeah, I feel the same. But then there's this due to pay for, isn't there? And that's a bit of a stretch.
Well, isn't her mum going to chip in?
Oh, that witch.
I've just realised. You're going to get a mother-in-law.
No, I'm sending to Iraq as a guard dog.
I can't wait for her to get her teeth into you.
Anyway, about this money.
I haven't got 500.
250, that's my final offer.
I'm skint.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
Yep. That lot's come from the catalogue, if you must know.
We're still waiting for all your results to come back, but there are a couple of things which concern us.
Like?
You had a trace of protein in your urine.
Yeah, the midwife said that, so what does that mean?
Well, if you had high blood pressure as well as the protein in the urine, we may consider you had preeclampsia.
What's that?
It's essentially a condition which can cause damage to the kidneys and indicate damage to the placenta. But although we've ruled that out, we'll still need to keep an eye on your blood pressure.
So do I still have to have a scan?
Well, high blood pressure isn't the best thing for babies, so I'd be happier if you had it just to check baby out.
And is that the only condition that you're worried about?
Well, I don't want to speculate about anything until I've got all the results back.
Well, the midwife was saying something about the blood sugar level being a bit high.
Yes, slightly raised, yes, but I'm a wait and see what the facts are before I make any decisions.
So I'm still not out of the woods yet.
Let's just see what we come up with. I'll be back later.
Why do they have to keep everything so close to the chest?
Are you, love? How are you?
A bit better.
Oh, good. Listen, I'm going to hang around till this is all sorted.
You don't have to.
No, well, I want to. And don't worry about Beth. She's having a time of her life in there. We're all here for you. You know that, don't you?
Thanks.
She'll be fine.
Have you told her yet?
The doctors won't be 100% certain first.
Look, I know you're going to get on me case and try and persuade me to lend you the dosh. Yeah, but for one thing, I haven't even got a job.
I thought you were going for interviews.
Yeah, well, I have been, but none of them got back to me yet. And as none of the jobs were for chairman of ICI, I'm not going to be on that much money anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. And two?
Well, if Adele does well in her A-levels, we're going to have to fork out for university fees and anything else she needs.
Can you get a bank loan?
Hey, will you pack it in? Look, with all the contacts you've got, you must be able to get cheap food and cheap booze, the lot.
Yeah, I know, but...
But what?
No, you'll laugh again.
Try me.
Stars.
You what?
Stars.
What stars?
Leanne's got me into astrology now. I can't do a damn thing without consulting them first.
And what did the stars say today? Go and scab a couple of £100 off your brother?
No. Here you are. Right. August is a dark month financially. If you have a nest egg, hold on to it and make use of other sources. Prudence is essential.
So have you got a nest egg?
Well, you know, I might have, but I can't use it, can I? Because my stars have advised me against doing it.
Well, why didn't you wait till August over?
I can't.
Why not?
Getting married next week.
Great news. Your baby's absolutely fine.
Oh,
fantastic.
brilliant. So, can I go home now?
You can, but there's just something we need to discuss first.
There's something the matter.
Well, we're going to keep a close eye on your blood pressure because we don't want any complications there, but one of your blood tests showed an abnormally high glucose level. And with sugar being present in your urine sample as well, I'm afraid there's a high probability that you've got diabetes.
What?
Look, Mitch, the doctor will explain everything for us now.
Will diabetes harm the baby?
Well, this type of diabetes generally doesn't cause birth defects, but I'm going to tell you all we know, and then you and your husband can sit here together and ask me anything you like.
Next week's a bit rushed.
Well, I'm not getting any younger.
So it is an age thing. Still think you could have given us a bit more notice about this wedding.
I know, I got busy.
Don't give me that. You can't book any wedding without a few weeks' notice.
Well, Leanne didn't want me to tell anyone, so...
Not even the family. Christy, what's really going on?
What do you mean?
I'm your brother. I know when things aren't right.
Marty, everything's fine.
So she's not twisting your arm to get wed?
What woman could get me to do something I didn't want?
Women can get us to do anything they want if they think about it long enough.
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure that I was going to lose her if I didn't get on with this wedding.
So she's putting the squeeze on?
No, I mean, it wasn't like an ultimatum. She just kept saying how her sun sign was dominating this year. Take the opportunity to reach common sexual and emotional heights.
Does she mean that much to you that you get married because the stars say so?
It's part of it.
Christy, the stars are like fairy tales.
Ronald Reagan consulted the stars before making any major decisions. Look, and anyway, apart from all the star stuff, Leanne's good for me. Right, she's got a decent job, good pay, great in bed, and she makes a mean Sunday roast.
So it really is love, then?
Well, what made you think it wasn't?
Come on, let's get this done.
Thing is, not to get too wound up over the diabetes. The good news is, it's gestational diabetes, which means it usually ends when the pregnancy does.
Usually.
Yes. Though, obviously, I can't give cast iron guarantees. We'll make an appointment with the dietitian and the diabetic specialist nurse, and we'll let your midwife know.
Thanks, Doctor.
Bye.
See ya. Diabetes. Can you believe it?
Nothing surprises me anymore, love. Scars all over my chest, tablets for the rest of my life.
All right, come on. Shall we get you home?
Yeah, come on, Beth. Did I ever tell you about the time that my heart stopped and I had an out-of-body experience? Now, I have read up on this, and apparently it's only the very gifted ones who have these out-of-body experiences. Gifted in the sense of having great communication skills. Because we're on a different plane, you see. Now, you recall that I was a stand-up comedian when I used to hold it all together down at the British Legion. Now, that's communicating, you see. A gift. They reckon I could have been the next Tommy Cooper if I'd have stuck, has he?
Or if you were funny.
Very good, that. Needs a bit of work, though, doesn't it, love?
I'll sort it.
Are you sure that this is what you want? Living here on your own?
I've got no choice.
You've always got choices, love. I tell you something, I have never seen our Michael as bad as this. He's not eating properly. And sleeping. That's a joke. He just spends most of his nights downstairs. He knows how much he's hurt you, love. And how much he's lost. Or could it be almost lost?
I've got too much to think about at the moment. And now with having diabetes...
Yeah, well, that's another problem, isn't it, love? I mean, do you want to live on your own as a diabetic? What if you go into a coma?
It's not that type of diabetes.
Beth's just having a lap. She's exhausted.
I'm just saying, son. Look nice with a lick of paint and that, won't it?
Yeah. Look, you don't have to accept, but I'd like to stay for a bit and I'll make sure you're okay. And maybe I can cook some food for you and Beth, and well, only if you want to, like.
Right, well, I'll get off then.
Thanks for looking after Beth.
Hey, it's a pleasure, love.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you there. I'll just get off.
No, stay, please. I could do with a hand with Beth.
Hi, Beth.
I believe you're still thinking of selling up.
Afraid so. I've thought about it a lot and it still seems the right thing to do.
What? To help a community to go.
What community would that be, mate?
This one, the people you live next door to, across the road from. That Sineco lot won't give a damn when you drive a road right through here.
Come on, you gotta face it. Community is dead.
Rubbish.
Oh, come on, you know as well as I do, at the end of the day, we go into our own little boxes and we wouldn't dream of inviting anybody in unless it was a wedding or a wake.
We're good neighbours here.
How are we? All right, then, you tell me how many times we go into each other's houses for any social events.
Well, isn't it about time we turn the clock back?
And do what?
Well, invited people round for stuff.
Marty, I'm afraid you're peeing in the wind over all this community life, mate. These days, it's every man for himself.
We could still have a community if we stuck together. And you told them you weren't selling.
Thanks, that was lovely.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll clean up.
No, you finish your meal.
No, I'm not very hungry, Rach. I'll do the dishes.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I know. I'll sort the kitchen out and make sure Bet's washed and that.
I'll be fine.
I ain't only just diagnosed you as diabetic. It's new to us. Not to you. And I know she said you can manage by just diets, but until I see that you're okay, I'd sooner hang around and make sure that you're all right, and then I'll go. Mitch. Mitch.
Sorry, I was just dozing off.
Well, that's the idea. I do the work, you relax and recover. I've put Bet to bed. I was thinking maybe I should stay on the couch.
No, you don't have to. If there's any problems, I'll just phone the doctor.
Oh, come on, Rachel. It was only this morning you had some mad headache, can you remember?
Yeah, but...
Look, I'm not trying to stay because I'm going to try and persuade you to take me back. I wouldn't do that to you, don't worry. You're not well and you don't need the strain. I mean, yeah, it'd be brilliant if... You see, I'm not handling it very well at the moment, Rach. I mean, I suppose spending all that time with you is what's making it so hard, because I just keep expecting to see you in ours, and you know, I'm hiding in the taxi and everywhere. I don't know, I've got to get used to it, because I may not have made it that way, but Rachel, I really miss you. I'm sorry, I miss you.
No. Don't go. I want you to stay.
Do you mean it?
I miss you too.
You'll have to tell Jan about Leanne's hen night.
Just phone us with the times. Looking good, eh?
Aye. Jan will be made up.
Just wait till wife-to-be sees us, she'll want one.
You'll have to wait.
Hey, this is all good brownie points, you know, don't forget.
Oh, putting table and chairs together.
Any DIY stuff. Just gets them in the mood, that hunter-gatherer thing.
What are you on about?
Women like to feel that you're building the home around them. It makes them feel safe.
Well, let's hope it works on Leanne.
Trust me.
So, would I be miles out if I said that you wanted us to try again? Too late, you've missed your chance.
Do you know what? Do you know the other day when I brought you that fantastic present round?
Oh, yeah, the encyclopedia. Did you look up the great section on how to patronise your wife?
Sorry.
You haven't brought it back, have you?
No. But I was just thinking, why is it me who's got to have the career?
I don't know.
And that's it. Rachel, we've got to think outside the box. There's no rules, and there's no reason to say you can't become a teacher or whatever. You can become a mature student. I reckon this time next year, you do an access course and then you go to uni.
Me?
Yeah, come on, let's think dead positive. And let's forget the encyclopedia. And why don't you get a degree or something behind you? Oh, come on, Rachel, it's going to be boss. We can do this place up.
Hang on. What about my benefits and allowances?
Well, what about them?
Well, everything's worked out on me being a single mum and living on my own. If I lose all that, I'll go back to square one, struggling.
Well, there's got to be a way round it.
There is.
What?
We're going to have to pretend to be separated.
Anyway, here's to your wedding day.
Cheers. Well, I'm sorry I sprang it on you like that, but, you know, you hesitate.
Fools rush in. Now, look, it's good. I mean, at last you've got your own woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
What it said?
I thought we weren't going to bring that up again.
What are you talking about?
Well, look, you've been having a go all day about me and Leanne doing the stars, but I think having a pop about Jan's a little bit out of order.
Hey, hang on. If anyone's got the right to be touchy about that, it's me. You slept with my wife, remember? No, don't even go there.
I'm sorry, all right? It's just this wedding and paying for it.
I'll see if me and Jan can scrape up 100. Hey, but when this horoscope nightmare's over, I want it back.
I love you, brother.
Oh, get off.
Hey, and seeing you now, a financial investor in the wedding, fancy being my best man?
Well, seeing as you've asked me so formally, how can I refuse?
Brill.
No, listen, I'd be really proud to be there with you.
And anyway, my best mate Lance, he was busy, so you'll have to do.
So I'm second fiddle.
Ah, don't worry, you'll be better at the best man speech.
Well, here's to the wedding of the millennium. You and Leanne.
They'll suss if your social worker or whoever comes around.
You're allowed access to your children. No one will know. They'll just think you're picking up one of your kids.
Oh, no.
What?
Me dad. If he susses, he'll be straight round the social himself. He caught me signing on and working once before.
Look, I don't want to do this either. We're going to have to be clever about it.
Oh, no, Rachel, he's going to be on my case about why we're not getting back together. You've got to sort it out for the kids, Michael. Go to council and anything. I know what he's going to be like.
Well, you're going to have to convince him that we're cool and getting on well. It's just that we can't live together.
OK, then. What do I say when I stay over for the night?
Well, he'll think you're in the cab. But you are going to have to spend some time living with him.
He's not going to like that.
There'll be a way round it.
Rachel, maybe it doesn't matter if we lose these benefits. I could just work my socks off and try and get us out of this mess.
I don't want to go backwards, though. This flat's all right. We've got a chance to change things now.
What, by playing the system?
Do you want me and your family back or not?
You know I do.
Right, then, you're going to have to think outside the box. From now, and as long as we have to, we're going to pretend we're separated.
Shake a leg! You don't want to miss your big day.
It's bad news.
You've been out of work for months and you just throw a job up just like that, just when we need the money for moving out.
I'm dying. Stop it. It's true.
Your nan's given me £6,000.
It's too late now, Mart.
Christy!
Bye, Mart.
Plenty of pints and one-liners are in the bag for Parents' Evening and Teachers tomorrow night at 10. But back to tonight, and Ford discovers that pole dancing and motherhood are a tricky mix as we continue to follow the strippers.